Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about why Peter jumped out of the boat twice. This is one of those details at first glance may seem like just another part of the story, but when you look closer, Peter jumping out of the boat twice, once during the storm and once after the resurrection, has a lot to say about faith, fear, and how we respond to Jesus. Let's take a deeper look at these two moments and how they tie back to our own lives. And Peter responded and said to him, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." And he said, "Come." And Peter got on the boat and walked on the water and came towards Jesus. For context, the disciples were caught in a violent storm in the middle of the night, struggling against strong winds. Out of nowhere, they see Jesus walking on water, and they freak out, thinking he's a ghost. But Jesus says, "Take courage, it is I, do not be afraid." And Peter, ever bold, says, "Lord, if it's really you, tell me to come to you on the water." Jesus simply says, "Come." In a stunning moment of faith, Peter steps out of the boat and starts walking on water towards Jesus. But then he sees the wind and the waves. Fear takes over, and he starts sinking. He cries out, "Lord, save me." And Jesus immediately reaches out, catches him, and says, "You have little faith. Why did you doubt?" How often do we find ourselves like Peter in this first jump? We step out of faith, trusting God for something big. Maybe it's a new job, a relationship, or a personal goal. But then distractions hit. The storms of life come, and we start to doubt. Our initial faith wavers, and we begin to sink under the pressure. But here's the important part. When we cry out to Jesus, he immediately reaches out, just like he did for Peter. So when Simon Peter heard that it was the Lord, he put out his outer garment and threw himself into the sea. Fast forward after Jesus' resurrection, Peter and some of the other disciples are fishing, but aren't having any luck. Then a man from the shore tells them to cast their net on the other side of the boat, and they suddenly haul in a massive catch of fish. John realizes first and says, "It is the Lord." As soon as Peter hears this, he immediately jumps into the water and swims to Jesus, leaving the others to pull in the net. The first time Peter jumped, it was in doubt and fear. This time, he jumps in confidence and joy. Also on that first time, he hesitated and sank. Now, he doesn't think twice, and he dives right in. He was afraid of the storm before, but now he's completely focused on getting to Jesus, no matter the obstacles. This second jump is all about restoration. Remember, Peter had denied 3 times during his trial and crucifixion, but after the resurrection, Jesus doesn't hold that failure over Peter's head. He invites Peter back. How often do we let guilt and shame hold us back from coming to Jesus? We feel like we've failed him too many times, like Peter must have felt, but Jesus still welcomes us. Like Peter, we can still run back to him. Or, in Peter's case, dive right in, because our failures don't define us. Jesus restores us just like he did with Peter. These 2 jumps represent 2 key parts of our faith journey. The first jump teaches us about having the faith to step out, even when we're scared, and how Jesus catches us when we start to sink. The second jump shows that no matter how many times we failed, Jesus always welcomes us back and invites us into a deeper relationship with him. We all have moments when we're like Peter. Sometimes we walk on water, sometimes we sink, and sometimes we just need to jump in, trusting that Jesus is going to be there for us. The key is to always keep our eyes on Jesus, no matter the storm or past mistakes. In the end, it's not about whether we sink or swim. It's about whether we trust Jesus to pull us back up and whether we're willing to jump back in for him. Thanks for listening, and if you're enjoying biblical breakdowns, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one.